Welcome to this video today. So today I wanted to make this video to kind of showcase some codeless technologies that I've discovered lately and just to show you guys the power of codeless. If you're wanting to accelerate your development by using GraphQL and all the latest technologies in React, today I'm going to show you how I'm going to build a to-do app live, or not really live, but like in this video in one recording. I'm hoping this recording will be less than 30 minutes or close to 30 minutes. But basically in this recording today, and it's going to be one shot, I'm going to show you how I'm going to build a full to-do app. I haven't even finished building the to-do app or anything, but I've done some research. But basically in less than 30 minutes, the goal is to build a full React app, like to-do app, not like with authentication or anything, but just basic to-do app with due dates, and that tells you when tasks are overdue or underdue. It's not going to be the greatest, but it'll be a decent looking to-do app, but it's going to be built in 30 minutes with a backend. So that's kind of the difference, right? The big portion of this is we're going to have a backend that powers this, so we can query and we can fetch and we can update, like delete, and do everything we want to. And we're going to do all of these actions in less than, I don't know, however long this video takes, but I'm hoping it'll be really quick. So maybe 30 minutes, maybe an hour. Let's see how fast I can finish. So yeah, let's get started. So I'm going to get started with React. I'm not going to do this. I'm going to do React get started TypeScript because I like TypeScript. And this is not a tutorial, so I'm not going to really kind of go in depth over my decisions, but I'm just going to create this app really quick. So to start off, I'm going to delete everything here, start fresh. So I'll create this React GraphQL to-do directory, and what I'm going to do is create the front end first. So I made this directory called front end. I'm going to go into it. So this is where all our front end code would live, whether it's a web app or a mobile app like React Native or other web front end technologies. There's other monorepo technologies you can use, of course, but I'm not trying to do a monorepo at the moment. I'm just trying to set up the project the way I like to set it up. Oh, nope. Okay. So this is not what I want to name it. I want to name it to-do app. So to-do app. And this is going to have a backend. So yeah, so now into my favorite, honestly, technology ever. So Hasura. Hasura is an instant GraphQL with built-in authorization for your data. It's really cool. It recently added support for MySQL and SQL Server. I thought that was pretty awesome. I mean, just the fact that it can support Postgres the way that it did was pretty cool. But yeah, so I'm gonna go into the getting started guide really quick. So yep, I like Docker. If you like Docker, like me, so they have a Docker compose you can use, and basically I'm just going to curl this Docker compose, and we're going to have a Postgres and Hasura instance ready for us to use for our backend development. You can honestly easily do this with Kubernetes, whatever Postgres database you want, and it's really cool, especially using Docker containers, and it's highly scalable as long as your backend scales, right? So yeah, so while this is cloning, I'll go ahead and create a backend, and then I'm going to curl this. So I'm going to curl this Docker. Oh, nope. I do that wrong. I curled that Docker compose into the root. So, I guess I can't do that. So it might be just quicker to curl that file again. All right, I'm just going to delete this Docker compose. So yeah, I mean, maybe we don't need to go this far, but honestly, if you wanted to go build like services or anything, you can do them. You can put them here in this backend. If you come into our Docker Compose, if you're familiar with Docker Compose, you'll see that we have Postgres here, running Postgres version 12 with DB data as the volume to use with environment default password of Postgres password, and all of this kind of set up for you. This is really quick. Obviously, this is not production ready, and I would not use this production, and definitely wouldn't take 30 minutes for production quality. But it's just to show you kind of how cool it is. So yeah, now that I'm in backend, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do Docker Compose. Oh. So this is going to proceed to create my backend in my Hasura instance. And I believe it is almost complete. Yeah, I think it is complete. So now it's going to be exposed on localhost port 8080. So let's go to a new tab. We'll type in localhost 8080. So yeah, so as you can see, we just landed on Hasura, which is a GUI based interface. I like GUI based interfaces, just get things out really quick. It's easier to visualize. And today I'm going to create this table, right? So I'm going to click create table. I'm going to call it to-dos. I'm going to give it a unique ID primary key. I'm going to give it a name, which is going to be a character variant. I'm going to give it a description, which is going to be text. I'm going to give it a created at, updated at, and then a due date, which is going to be timestamp. So we want accuracy, and then we want this nullable because like due date is going to be optional, and then we're just going to have a completed boolean. This is basically just going to say whether the task is completed or not. And then so let us create this to-do table. So now that we have this to-do table, we have it created. So if I go into my GraphQL UI, I'll see that I have to-do here. I can use this to do a whole bunch of powerful things. So I can query for all the completed, created at, description, due date, and I'm going to call this fetch all to-dos. And this is just literally, its job is to just fetch all the to-dos in the database. And we're not going to have a lot, so we're not going to paginate. If we wanted to, it actually supports it, which is honestly pretty cool. But yeah, so this is what we're going to do. Now I'm going to add a mutation, which is a way to create to-dos, right? Mutation is a way to actually kind of do a create, update, or delete operation. So I can do an update to-do, I can update it to-do by primary key, I can insert it to-do, I can delete it to-do, I can do whatever I want to based on the mutation, because Hasura is really powerful and lets me create all this. So what I'm going to do is create an insert one to-do. I'm going to give it a description, a name, and a due date, which will be optional. I'm going to use these as parameters. So basically the idea here is like it's a function call, so it'll be like create a to-do. This is a function that I call, and it wraps this mutation under it. And then I'm going to return the name, description, the created at, completed, and due date. So yeah, if due date is provided, right? So this is what I'm going to do when I create one. So for right now, for testing purposes, I'm just going to show that. So what I'm going to do is test description. I'm going to actually remove this due date for right now for testing purposes, because I don't even have a form UI element for this or anything. So I'm just going to type name of to do. So I'm going to go ahead and create it to do. I guess I have to give completed. So yeah, let's do that. The default of false. So maybe what I need to do is I forgot to set a default on create completed. So let's do that. Default is false. Save. So now it will always just default to false, and I no longer have to provide complete equals false. Boom. So as you can see, we just created a new to-do, and this is what we got as a result. And when I do fetch all to-dos, I'm able to fetch the same exact result I just put. And if I don't want to give the name, if like let's say I don't want to get the updated at with GraphQL, which is one of the most powerful things, I can just do this, fetch all the to-dos, and you see the columns just disappeared. I don't want due date as well, so I can just do that, fetch, and boom. Just exactly what I want. And this is one of the reasons I like GraphQL. I actually used to not like GraphQL, but then when I saw Hasura and how powerful it is, I was like, okay, GraphQL makes sense. I love GraphQL. Yeah, and the performance here, like let's say we did an analyze, right? Fetch all to-dos. It'll do an analysis on there and tell you exactly how fast it is and what to scan, how many rows, and everything like that to do this. And you can see the query generated, everything like that. So if you want to migrate away later too as well, you can do that. So I guess my camera's on the way, but yeah, let's close that. And they also support Relay API if you know what that is or you're interested in that. But yeah, I don't want to use that, so I won't. You can also see that it has like another one, V1 beta relay. Anyways, so yeah, we got the to-do. We have these basic kind of functions here. So now we'll proceed to get our React app set up. So to do that, we're going to have a few dependencies we need to install, and that is Polo Client GraphQL, So yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cd into the to-do app, cd to-do app. Whoa. You guys ever do that? I do that sometimes. Big fingers. But yeah, so I'm going to add the Apollo client and GraphQL. I'm going to also proceed to add a few other dependencies or like the UI libraries I'm trying to use. So I'll use React Bootstrap, just because I like Bootstrap, but no other reason. But yeah, so I'll add, come on guys, come on. Alright, just copy React Bootstrap. And then the last library I'm going to use is GraphQL. Or CodeGen, actually, not GraphQL. Yeah, so now that we just installed all our dependencies, we can start working on getting started. So for GraphQL, we're going to need to import the Apollo client. And what we're going to do is go into our to-do app. With the source, we're going to go into the main file. We're going to import Apollo client. CDNS will need to remove these. Alright, so now that we have those imported, we'll want to proceed to import more things from the Apollo client. So I'm going to also import the Apollo provider. I'm going to proceed to actually create my client so that I can start doing my querying. And what I'm going to do is just get my URL, which I'm going to use to do my GraphQL queries. So there we go. So this is going to create my GraphQL queries, and then the next step is setting up the provider. So I will proceed to do that by wrapping my entire application in this. And then over here as well. So now it's wrapped. I think you can also wrap it in index.tsx if you'd like to. I'm not going to do that just because of the whole strict mode, whatever, and just seems to be a little cleaner approach. And now since I'm ready to start kind of querying, I will create a document root. What is going on over here? I don't like this. I don't know why Typescript doesn't like this in the template. Anyways, yeah. So let's get back to this. So now that we have all that set up, we're gonna set up Apollo CodeGen. But to do first things first is let's go ahead and create a to-do.graphql, which is just a GraphQL file. And what I'm going to do is proceed to copy these right here. And we are going to require the description and the name of any to-do create, but we're going to create the due date let me do something else as well really quick. I need to set up the schema directory. And read this URL right here for my GraphQL server. So I like to use this tool. I like to use also IntelliJ IDE tools just because I got used to them since I was in college. But yeah, so now that we've introspected, when I come in here, I can do timestamp. Can I do a none? I forgot if I can do that. Guess not. Also do due date equals. This is a timestamp. What about nulls? Do I have any types for nulls? Do not. Alright, so yeah, we'll leave this to due date not required right now, since it can be null. So yeah, what we'll then proceed to do is look into our code generator, and since we've got that set up, we'll proceed to do this command right now really quick, which will set up our code gen. We're in the right location, so let's set that up. We'll do application build with React. We'll do, what did we do? We messed up there, didn't we? Open for schema.graphql. This is not part of this. HTTP. Done. So now that we've got all that set up, so we'll take a quick look at our codegen.yaml. As you can see, it created all of this for us, but it didn't actually set up the hooks, did it? I don't know. So let's try that out. So let's do yarn gen code. No. Okay, I need to install these other ones, which is something I forgot to do. Probably mention it. Yup. Ah, oh, come on. It's 11 p.m. guys, so let's see how far I can make it. Should have actually taken a look at the time I started this video. Oh, it's okay. I'm not really in a rush. I'd rather get it built correctly. Boom, we just generated the code. So let's take a look. We have the same type of structure we had earlier. For some reason, cannot find omit. I don't know why. These are usually there. But anyways, so we'll go into our code. Alright, so we're just taking a look at our file. So yeah, let's continue. So what I'll do is I'll use fetch all to do's query, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the loading state. Actually, let's not do that in this component since we're in the same level as our poll provider. So yeah, let's create another component and let's create a pages, and then we'll just create one single page. We don't need a router or anything for this app, so we're just gonna do page tsx and then import. There's probably someone with some hacks that could do this a lot quicker. I don't even know why I have to do the React one usually. It's the only one I usually have to do. So what we'll do is we'll do an export. You gotta remember, always got to. So there we go, and then we'll have the data, and then we'll have the error. What we're going to do really quick, just for the sake of proving something, what we're going to do is if it's loading, since we have Bootstrap, let's see if they have a loading indicator. button spinners. That's what we need. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna import React Bootstrap. That's what we're gonna do. If it's loading, we're gonna put a spinner. If it's not, we're just going to JSON.stringify all the data. So yeah, let's get started. I think we haven't actually started our app yet, and we're doing all this. For probably been a good idea to just do that and get started. Nice if I had prettier setup. I don't know if you guys like prettier. I like prettier. Oh no, failed to compile. We need to give it an animation type. So what we'll do is animation type border. I like the whole variant primary, so we'll do blue. All right, we'll do that. We'll do all right. So now let's check out what we have. It's so still not no. They like not want to work. So now we'll detect top module reloading, and then let's after that also import the to-do page. See, why is it so slow to compile though? Because yep, see, so fast that it just slows instantly. You don't even get to see the loading indicator, obviously local network connection and all that. So but yeah, so now what we'll proceed to do is find the list component or a list component that we like. So list group, and this is what we're going to do. So in the to-do page, we want to create another component called list group. Which takes in a group, and this group is going to be actually, since this is one of the benefits, so fetch all to-dos query. It returns this right here, fetch all to-dos query. Yeah, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to and then we can actually verify this by taking a look at our log. You see, we have to do here. So what we'll do is group is a I guess I have to query result. Which, if you take a quick look here, just return this. This doesn't like that. Fetch all to-dos query. Nope. Yeah, it doesn't like that. Yes. Typescript is still something that I'm working on. You know, that's why I use it. I'm just trying to learn it more. But yeah, this is supposed to return this, which I think is what I need to do. Finish your actual component. Learn lesson right now. Finish it before you actually before you start taking a look at the lines. Yeah, I usually don't do that, but you know, I think it's the stress of having you guys watching if you're actually watching. Yeah, guys, this is actually, I'm still new to YouTube. I don't really make that many videos. You know, I'm trying to. I really enjoy it so far. It's just been expressive of me. So, you know, get to express myself and stuff. But yeah, let's get started. So yeah, we're not gonna really do anything fancy. We're just gonna have a list of group items. We'll add more stuff to it later. But for right now, we're gonna have list group is what we're going to import. And from that, we're going to get everything we want. So we're really not like that, huh? We'll do this. Anyways. Alright. So this is what we'll do. To-do list. Jeez, guys, I'm tripping. So let's see how our thing looks like right now. Alright, so this is how it looks like. I guess I didn't import my Bootstrap Styles. So let's do that really quick. We'll do that in app. Should hopefully, yep, it just added all the stuff we need. So yeah, inside that, what we're going to do is group see, this is one of the benefits. I get all this typing so I can just comfortably go through and just do list group that item. What do you mean the items ID? Should be typed, but anyhow. I guess that didn't want to work. So let's see what our console log is printing out. We're not actually passing in the data, guys. What is this? Why are you letting me do this? But yeah, so just got that passed in. So name of to do. So as you can see, we've got our first to do. So let's add our second one. How does that sound? So let's create a name of to do 2, test description 2. We'll create that mutation. So there's another thing, by the way, there's a cool feature that I'm not going to do for the purpose of this video. I can if you guys want to. But Hasura supports WebSockets out of the box. So like when I do this insert, it would automatically update here. But for the sake of this video, I'm not going to do that. Also, I should add a key. So what I'm going to do is this is a to-do, right? Yep. So what we're going to do is just type this as a to-do. And then so yeah, we'll pass in the ID as the key, so to get rid of this warning. Yep, as you guys can see, we have all this over here. We'll remove this console log since we don't need it anymore. And now what we're going to do is we're going to create a button here that says like add new to do. And what we're going to do is when we tap that button, so yeah, first things first is let's organize our page a little bit here. Let's add a header. Not a menu header, page header. So I think that's not going to be here. So what we're going to do is just, is this not even it? Nope. I've done this just the other day. Anyways, navbar. This is what I'm looking for. So I don't really need anything. I just need a brand stuff. So I'm just going to do navbar. Also going to get styled components because I like styled components for styling. That's all I needed. I like to verify though. Alright, so we just got that working and installed, so what we'll do is we'll so yeah, what we're going to proceed to do is we probably want the types there too as well. Boom, we just added styled components. So what we'll do is import style. This probably could be page, like more of a shared component, but for right now, I don't really care about that because I'm just trying to show you guys the power of Hasura and less of the power of React and all that stuff. So I might not do like a whole bunch of UI, just enough to where I feel good. Obviously, I'll take more time. What is going on there? Yeah, but this is gonna be fine. Oh, sweet. So now this is the page, and then what we will do is so yeah, I don't want to really spend time with all this, but we have to, so picky, guys. I'm picky. Anyways. Alright, let's do this. I like my code readable. I think I should have prettier too, because this is why you use something like NX and not try to go scratch, because it just has all these batteries already set up for me. Anyways. But yeah, let's continue. This is not pretty. I think I didn't do that the best, but anyways, if I had prettier, I'd fix this. I don't want to actually spend time doing that, not for the sake of this video. But yeah, let's get back to all our noise, the flex directions, all messed up. So we'll use column. Yep, as you can see, that is working now. So yeah, and what we want to do is maybe find a row. See the row property. Grid. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Sure, we could use this. Well, let's do this as the main. Let's just add it to need to do. We'll just do a form there. Let's get the form, guys. I love Bootstrap. So simple, so heavy, so bloated. You know, for the sake of this, I'm fine with that. There we go. Got the first name and last name. So yeah, now what we'll do is we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do a margin bottom of 4. I think we want to do that. So what we'll do is we'll do name. So let's see if we have a text area form in this form, right? Text area. I want an actual text. Is there no text area in non-forms? It's okay. I think it's fine for now. I don't think it's a big deal. But we need a calendar time. Oh, text area. Description. Yeah, exactly. This is what I need. So this is what I'm going to take, guys. I'm going to use this and then just customize it to my use case. I don't need these two right here. I just need to do name, to do description. What is the form control type? Like crap. Custom check first name. Okay, so I don't actually need to type there. So I'll do name. But yeah, let's get back to our app. What did I click save? So I guess, guys, I'm past the 30-minute mark, but I'm making good progress. So blah, so this is good. Let's also do a I don't know. Using Bootstrap. Let's add that padding. There we go. There we go. That looks a whole lot better. Let's see if there's a divider. Anyway, we'll add that button though that we need. Button. See how we'll use not on. So let's see what gets captured. In fact. So yeah, keep with me, guys. We're almost there. We're at the finish line. If you're still in this video. Let's do see, that's what we'll do. We'll prevent the default. So there we have the form. Man, I wonder how you. Man, guys, I feel so like ashamed right now. I'm blanking on how to use a form. is how you search things, you know. Data from event, form data event. So this is how to see how to get the form data. Oh, apparently I can just do this. Export it on Internet Explorer or Firefox for Android. No, it's okay. What? You guys ever wonder why Firefox supports, like, it's like I'm supporting it on the main browser but not on the phone, haha, and their app sucks too. It is. So yeah, so let's do form data. So that's what we're looking for, right? Yeah, on form data. Interesting. I wonder if I can do that here. I wonder why I'm blanking, because I think I'm used to using the context for forms. You ever wonder like why that's like so complicated? Like you can use the form library, but then you don't want to use the form library. I won't even show you how to do the submits. Let's see what the okay, I think we should use form link. I think that's what we need to do. Seems too complicated. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna make it simpler. How about this? I feel like I'm blanking on this for some reason, so I'm just going to do an input, a raw text input. Probably need to find that input. Yeah, because guys, I don't actually use this library on a day-to-day basis. I just don't want to use the other one. Input group text, form control. I think it's just all form control. Okay, I'll do form control. Guys, I don't like this either. So let's go find a form. I don't like this. I don't like it. I don't want to do this either because forms just make it easy. Validation schema. React form. Yep, let's just do this. On submit. I guess this is how we're gonna do it, guys. This is how React says do forms. Alright. It's gonna be really ugly, guys. Yeah. But like I said, the main purpose of this is to show you how the backend is easy, but not the front end. Like, I mean, I guess we need to figure out how can we make the front end more codeless, because this is really annoying. But yeah, let's do that. Let's just go back to what we had actually. So set to do name. Guys, there's so many better standards to do this, but since we're almost past the 30-minute mark, I'm not going to do that. And then value is just to do name. We'll do the same for description. And then what we'll also do is const. I forgot what the use mutation turns, guys. When you know too much, you could start to forget. Use memo. Use mutation. Use mutation API that returns mutation variables. Update. Yep, that's what I was looking for. Never mind, it's an array. Mutate, and then there's the loading. For the sake of this video, just for right now, I'm going to add to the calendar thing later. But for today, I'm just going to add the name and description to this to-do and save them and reload and validate that they get added to state, as well as over here. So yeah, there's a lot of other things you can do with GraphQL. If you know it on the front end, you can do a lot more, but Hasura is really powerful in that sense, in which you don't have to do a lot. So yeah, so on the submit, this is what we'll do. We will be running that mutation. We will be passing in the variables. So let's actually change this and not add to due date at all, and just keep that undefined for right now. And we'll proceed to add due date in a follow-up video or some other video, because I just don't feel like it's necessary. It's necessary, of course, but I'm kind of getting tired, guys. It's like, what, 11:32, and that's been a long day for me. But yeah, I'm just trying to show you guys how cool Hasura is. So yeah, let's continue. So for name, we will pass in to do name. For description, we will do to do description, and then what we'll do is .then we will set to do name to undefined, and we will also set description to undefined. And this is what we'll be doing for those two cases. If any errors occur, for right now, we'll just console log that error just so that we know. Obviously, if we had a logging service, this is also another thing that I'll struggle with. It's like, where the hell do I send all of these? Like, you know, if I'm catching them, I'm catching them. Also, let me regen my code. -regen-code. There we go. So, yeah, that should update. No. Doesn't wanna. I think this doesn't like these types. Also, I think we need to make the description optional So yeah, let's create all of this. Description, for some reason my types are all messed up. So yeah, let's. I'm trying to find out why this is. Let's just suppress that for right now. Get back to it later. Not sit there and worry about it. So it's not like that. Mute. Loading namespace collision. Yep. So yeah, I think I'm using very strict Typescript right now. It's kind of very annoying. It's already been declared. I already know this. So yeah, guys. So this is. So we're getting into this one issue right now. All right, awesome. So we just created the name, and what we're going to also do before I forget is every time we create one, we're going to just refetch. So yeah, now we just refetch, and simple as dimple. So also, yep, since that is literally it. So what we'll do is to do 3. Yeah, we also forgot to set the description. And what we'll do is probably just set it to string. So we're also apparently doing this wrong, so I need to find a better way to do this. But yeah, as you guys can see with Hasura, most of the work has been not in the description side, and like not in the front end, not in the back end. It's actually becoming on the front end, right? Like we got so set up so quickly with that back end. We have to do nothing to we just need to wire it up now, and this is kind of what I've been trying to do and accomplish. Okay, so yeah, we'll do the name, and then we'll do the description. We'll do submit, and as you can see, it shows up instantly. It didn't honestly clear the forms, which it should have, but that's okay. I think it's just because I did undefined. It doesn't like that. So, you guys, let's see what happens. So yeah, let's create a new to do 4. If we refresh, we'll get all of our to-dos. And also another issue is we're caching. So this is one of the things I don't like about GraphQL. This caching seems to be a pain. But yeah, let's disable that for this, for the fetch all. So to accomplish that, we'll go into this query. We'll go here. We'll do fetch policy. We'll do network only for right now. In the next video, if you guys are interested, I can set up a better caching mechanisms. So yeah, let's go in. As you can see, everything is loaded here. So we're going to do 5. So as you can see, we have to do 5 over in the bottom. We're going to do to do 6. To the description, submit. To do 7. My 7th to do description. So yeah, guys, as you can see from this video, we just built a very basic to-do app. It looks okay. There's some other things we can do. Let's do this really quick. Just a quick hack. Boom, as you can see, it looks okay. It's not the greatest. And add more buttons like delete, rename, undo, viewing it, doing a whole bunch of stuff we can do. So yeah, if you guys like this or like this type of content, and you stumbled upon this, please subscribe. And yeah, check me out later and check out more of my videos. Thanks, guys.